right, YouTube. It is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Friday evening. I forgot I took the day off from work today, so my days are all messy. Um, Want to get some quick stuff today. Tonight's video du jour is a quick chat about reusing technology, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, I want to invite you to like and subscribe. Thumbs up if you liked it, subs if you loved it, as my friend, and I say friend because I don't know him, but I shouldn't say friend. My hero, Dave 2D, says I like his technology videos. He's a Mac fanboy, but he's quick to point out when things ain't right and stuff like that. So if you haven't watched his channel, I highly recommend you go give him a sub. Dave 2D, it's D2D. Anyway, first thing, a shout out to I mean, how do I got to make sure I say it right. Crafty Consultants, out the Owsley family, Spokane Valley, Washington. Facebook and Instagram coming soon. You can reach her at dscraftyconsultants@gmail.com. I'm going to put this up here, so hopefully you can see it, and it will give you a second. And the reason I'm highlighting her is because she is the lovely wife of Stephen O, an awesome gamer and, dare I say, friend of the channel. Super awesome guy, and his wife is very nice. And she makes all of my merch. So she sent me some goodies today. So some really cool dice bags with the Mr. Mean logo, and then on the back it says, "What's your damage?" And it's got the dice, and it's a nice little drawstring canvas type bag, cotton, real nice. I'll hold a bunch of dice, and we got two different styles. We got another one here, and then on the back it says, "Things are about to get dicey." So really cool. These are for sale on her shop. Reach out to her with prices. I do not believe they are terribly expensive. I don't know the actual prices. I probably should. And then a really cool custom neoprene spacey mouse pad that she sent me, and I'm a huge fan of mouse pads. I use them to this day. I love them. So this one's going on my desk right now because I don't really have a mouse pad. I have a big leather mat that I use, and I really enjoy it. And I use a MX Master 3S for Mac, because well, everybody knows I'm a Mac fanboy. So anyway, I'm going to be at Gamehole Con in October, middle to end of October. I'll have some more of her cards. So if you're going to be at Gamehole Con, stop by and say hi. It's in Madison, Wisconsin. It's about 5.5 hours. Mickey Barfield will be with me. He is the creator of awesome games, like the NPC book and stuff. And he'll be running a bunch of his games and stuff there, and I'll be helping him promote his stuff. So we don't have a table or a booth or anything. We're going to the con as participants, but I'll have some Mr. Mean stickers and stuff. Just look for the big fat guy with long hair. That's very helpful at a convention. But I'll be wearing the Mr. Mean shirt. Mickey's going to be wearing a Mr. Mean shirt too, but I don't think he's quite as big as me. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to pop out a video because it's been a minute, and I got these I got the swag in the mail today, the mouse pad and the dice bags. So I was super excited about these because they're really cute, and I'm gonna give them away at the convention, and I'll leave a bunch of her cards out everywhere so that if people see it and want to get stuff made, she makes pretty awesome stuff. So she does stickers, she does the whole 9 yards. She can make stickers like the Mr. Mean sticker you see adorning the back of my tablet, which segues in, see what I did there, segues into reusing old technology. My video on the monitor light on my GM screen went over huge. I mean, it's over 2,000 views, I believe. It's crazy, which for a little small channel like this is huge. So thanks to everybody who watched and liked that. My point for reusing old technology is a lot of times we always want the biggest and the best, the fastest, and you can't keep technology out of your life. unless you go live off the grid, and even then, it's kind of hard. I know people that live off the grid and they still have a cell phone, because emergency, and it's a great way to get a hold of people. But that being said, America is a large e-waste community, meaning electronic waste. We throw a lot of shit away that is still serviceable and still good and could be used for other things. And one of those things to me is tablets. We go through tablets like there's no tomorrow. And in my current job, I'm an IT administrator, desktop support admin. I have 4 states under my territory, and I support all of those 4 states. I manage them and their network and everything. So it's pretty cool. And I get to buy technology, and I have a lot of liberty at the things that I provide and do for my clients. And so one of the things that I had to do when I took over this position is I had to upgrade all their tablets. And so I started getting all these old tablets in. So the current old tablet is a Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. And this is a 9-inch tablet, 8-inch tablet. I'm not exactly sure of its specs. It doesn't tell me. But it's a Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. And there's nothing wrong with this tablet. It's just a little old and it's a little slow, but it is USB Type C. It has a headphone jack, which is awesome, and it has physical buttons. And then, of course, it has virtual buttons down here on the bottom. So as you can see, I have 5 players in my Pathfinder group, and they all have cell phones, they all have laptops, and they're breaking out stuff at the table and distracted. And I don't want to tell people you can't, use your cell phone because, again, emergencies or whatever, you got to be able to reach out and get a hold of people. But I want them to be less of a distraction. And I want them to focus on the game. And so what I did is I reached out to my manager for the company and I said, hey, what are we doing with these old tablets? And he's like, we recycle them. I said, well, what happens? He goes, well, you take them to Best Buy or any e-waste place that you can go in your area and you recycle them. And which is great, because we're disposing of them properly. We're not throwing them in a landfill. We're giving them to another tertiary company who's then going to throw them in a landfill in India, which is sad, but that's exactly what happens. And hopefully they'll recycle it properly. And I know that India has some huge programs right now and initiatives to do that, and they're reclaiming like palladium and precious metals out of e-waste. So that being said, I asked my boss, I said, hey, can I take a couple of these? And he was like, why? And I was like, well, I can reuse them for my personal use. I won't sell them or anything like that. They're not going to be commercially used or anything. And he's like, I don't care. Once we recycle them, we take them out of our inventory, we write them off. They're dead. So I grabbed a couple of these. I grabbed 8 of them. I re-imaged them. We use some software called Knox Security, Samsung Knox, because these are Samsung tablets. It's what our company uses. And we've since upgraded to the big 10-inch Galaxy Tab Uber tablet, and it's like $1,000. It's a really nice tablet, but it's overpriced, and I'm not a Samsung fan at all. And I speak from experience, but I'm just not a Samsung fan. I've since switched all my personal stuff to Sony, and I've been more than happy. So I'm still an iPad fanboy, don't get me wrong. I love my iPad for digital content consumption and creativity and things, but I'm an iPad guy through and through, and I have 2 of them, as a matter of fact. Actually 3 if you count my son's, but that's his learning device. Anyway, getting back to the point at hand, I have 5 players in my group. They're all grown-ass men. They're all, have lives. But I was tired of tablets and computers at the desk, at the game table, taking up space, and people not using them properly. And I'm not picking on my gaming group. This is in every game group I've ever been in. You can't get away from personal computers and laptops and tablets. Hell, when I was a player in Pathfinder and my friend Alex's Pathfinder Second Edition game, I used my iPad as my character sheet. So I wanted to take the distraction away, but keep the technology. And so what I did is I got a bunch of these, I configured them, I and you know, I mean, I re-imaged them. They're updated as far as they're going to get updated. They are on Wi-Fi. I added them to my guest network here in my house, and I gave each player one. And the one guy didn't take one because he uses his iPad, so he has no use for this. And I'm okay with that. I don't take any offense. Like I said, I used an iPad for my character sheet when I was a player in Pathfinder. But for the other guys, it works out really well because it's a device that they can use, they can keep. And what I did is, if you look on here, and I don't know how well it'll focus, it's not going to focus because of the backlight. Oh, maybe that'll help it a little bit. Let's see. Let's get out of there and see. Yeah, that helps a lot. So you can see I have the very first icon is Path Builder. And Path Builder allows you to see if I can load a character. If you haven't seen, I've done a video on this. Let's just do most recent. Storage, accept. Oh, it wants additional. Anyway, well, let's cancel. I don't have a character stored. Let's just do a new character. Get started. So what you see, and I don't know if will it change? It doesn't. This allows you to make a character. It's step by step. It's updated. It references Archives of Nethys, and it's just a character generator and an actual character sheet. You can play the game with this. It will roll 3D dice in the application. It's pretty awesome. So I have that on there for them. I have Discord. Reason being is I can send them private messages. I can send attachments and things like that all through. Oh, look, and there's GameholeCon. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because Troll Lords is going to be a GameholeCon. So now I use my iPad, and I am since using my MacBook Air because I plug it into that external monitor that you see right back there, which we're about to remove it from its case and mount it to the table. But that's a video for another time. But the point of this is this technology allows the players to still have their technology and have access to everything and not be distracted by their personal cell phone, because it's so easy to pull up email and it's a click away. With this, they don't have access to their email. They just they have what's here on the screen, and that's it. Now, I did give them the tablets. They have administrator rights. They could install their email on it, but so far none of them have done that. They just use it at the game table. And the only caveat is, hey, charge it up before you come over. But they take it home with them. They keep it. Everybody keeps their character on this and sends it to me when they level up. So that's great. Discord is great because, again, I can send them messages. I can send them images of the bad guy, all kinds of cool things like that. And then I have Sidebooks installed. Sidebooks is phenomenal. It is an e-reader basically, and it lets you put books on there, and you can watch the book. You can. Oh, what happened? I went out of it. Yeah, and go to the bestiary. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. You can't really see it because of the glare on the screen. There it goes. But yeah, it's a fully functional e-reader. You can turn pages and stuff like that. It's awesome. Someone's texting me. It's probably my wife. Oh, it's buddy from work. I have a calendar on here so that we can see when our next game session is. And then I have Dropbox because I share files with them on Dropbox. And then, of course, there is the web browser. I should have been a little more prepared for this. I apologize. The homepage is set to Archives of Nethys, so they can pull up stuff and everything through Archives of Nethys, and they can see everything they need to see on this slim mobile device. And I just think it's a handy dandy tool for a device that would have just gone into e-waste and it would never see the light of day again. Is it the zippiest? No, but as you see, I went through the bestiary there and I was flipping pages just fine. It loads images just fine. It's on Wi-Fi. It's on my guest network here at the house. So when the players come, all their tablets are already joined to the guest network, so they can get on here and they can do whatever they need to do in game on this tablet, and it didn't cost them a thing. And it's still a viable tablet. I mean, it works great. It charges. It holds a charge pretty well. Um, and I just put the Mr. Mean sticker on the back so that I know this is my tablet, and I have a spare because, like I said, one of the players didn't want it. But I just wanted to do a quick video. What are we? We're at 15 minutes. I'm babbling. Don't be so quick to throw out your old technology. The other thing that's good about these is you can actually download music on this. Your Sirenscape or your Pandora. Spotify has great music selection, Midnight Syndicate, and everything for your role playing games. And someone has already created a playlist, for whatever genre of RPG you're playing. And then I connect this to my Sonos speaker that you see back there up in the corner, and I stream music while we're playing. And then I use Sirenscape so I can do sound effects and things like that. So, and I do that all through my iPad. But I can do it on here as well. I haven't put Sirenscape on here yet, but I need to, and I will. So it is 10 p.m. I'm getting tired. I just wanted to whip out a quick video and let you guys maybe put a little bug in your head and say, hey, think about this technology before you throw it away. Same thing can be done with old cell phones. Everybody has one or two old cell phones flopping about, and like one or two of my players were like referencing the book on their cell phone, and I'm like, that's a tiny little screen. They're all my age. Well, they're all younger than me, but not by much. I'm like, this is an 7.5, 8, 9 inch screen. This has got to be better than your 6-inch cell phone screen. So yeah, just a heads up. Maybe think about that e-waste before you actually turn it into e-waste and see if you can repurpose it. In my case, it worked out really well. I had access to these. I didn't have to pay for them, so it worked out really well. So I hope that is informative to you, and it gives you some ideas maybe for other stuff. If you do other things with e-waste material, put it down in a doobly-doo. Let others know. I would like to know, because I have access to a whole bunch of technology that I just typically throw away, and I would like to reuse it. And I know my players got a kick out of this when I gave everybody a tablet, and it had the PDF books already loaded on it. The PDFs are on those devices. They're technically my devices, even though they're allowed to take them home. But I will say that my players have all gone out and bought all the books. So I feel very blessed that I have a group that can do that. So I share the PDF for personal use. They don't repost anywhere or anything like that. So, and we use it for our in-home game. So it's really cool. Think about it. If it's something that intrigues you, if you want more information, feel free to send me a message, mrmeanspeaks@gmail.com. If you're an indie publisher or a small game designer and you want your game highlighted on the channel, again, shoot me an email at mrmeanspeaks@gmail.com. And I'll be more than happy to take a look at it and give you my honest thoughts. And if you want me to do an online review, I will. So I hope everything else finds you guys in great health. I hope you have a wonderful weekend going into this long weekend. And I will see you guys in the next video. As always, as I want to say in all my videos, peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says be nice.